probably the biggest game to get a new episode every year is, of course, FIFA. And it's a new year, it's a new game, FIFA 13, but also at pretty much the same point in time, Pro Evolution Soccer 13 also launched. And you've actually been playing both games.
Yeah.
But I think we should start out with FIFA, because that is probably the game that most people know.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I know nothing about soccer at all, but please tell me what's new in this year's edition.
Well, in FIFA 13, we get the first touch system. Gets an overhaul, and it's made even more, how to say, intuitive. When a player needs to stop the ball, it's jumping away from him more often than before. It's one of the new features that, even though a player might be one of the best in the world, Messi, Ronaldo, something like that, he can still lose the ball, because it depends on the situation, how hard the pass is, what angle the ball hits the player from, and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest improvements or disadvantages of the game. That depends.
So it pretty much means you have to relearn the game, or is it not that drastic?
It's not that drastic, but it's still, you need to cope with it in another way. So you need to think about who do you pass to, and how do you position yourself when the pass comes. So definitely a change, but I think it's a change for the better.
Okay.
In the large scale.
Yeah.
And then we have the player impact engine, which is the physics system, which also gets some small changes, primarily the defenders, for example, now position themselves even better than before when the other team attacks, and they can now stop an attacking player from running in a certain path, and then like take a hold of his shirt or stuff like that. So it's pretty much getting better at stopping the players.
But to me, these sounds like additions that will pretty much only be visible to players who have played the FIFA series before. Is there any like game-changing aspects, any additions to the game this time around?
They're not the big game-changing things, but that's rarely seen in FIFA. I think because it's 1 year, it's more of a evolution than revolution, often, and it's the same this year. I think it was last year we got a new defending system, but they just adds on to that this year. One of the bigger additions in game modes in FIFA 13 is the skill games, where it's an improvement of the practice system, where you get to do these skill tests, little mini games that makes you like short passes, long passes, free kicks, penalties. So and then you get points for each and every mini game, and then you can get higher. It's sort of a high score game.
Okay.
Just.
But kind of a clever tutorial?
Yeah, it's a good way to get new people in to the game, I think, So you would probably do the skill games.
A lot.
A lot, and I think it's a good way to learn how to cope with the new. Also for the more experienced players, it's a good way to learn to cope with the new additions in the player impact system and the new dribbling system, which is 360 dribbling, really fulfilled now. So I think there's some good additions to the game.
Okay. So continuing with the newest edition of the Pro Evolution series.
Yeah.
It used to be that the Pro Evolution series was more about gameplay, where the FIFA was about presentation and everything. And I kind of get the thought that it has been mixed up a bit. Like both games are doing everything pretty good now. Yeah,
they're definitely trying. Konami with the Pro Evolution Soccer 2013. They're trying to get a more like a whole football game. So it's not just about the gameplay. It's also about what surrounds the gameplay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they've really achieved that yet, but they're coming a long way from like compared to previous installments.
So what's the cool things about the new game?
Well, many players would like the Champions League, of course. It's they have the license for Champions League, so they got the official melody, they got the official logos and stuff like that. But I know for me, Pro Evolution is all about gameplay. It's because they lack the rights, the licenses for the teams and stuff like that. So it's more about the gameplay, and they really nails it this year.
How?
In many ways. They have one of the biggest things for me to make this game appealing is the most, like unpredictability. It's more unpredictable in every way. When you shoot at goal, the ball could hit a defender and then change direction, but it can do that in FIFA 2. But it's more realistic in Pro Evolution. It's if you have played football on the real field in the real world, you would know that some of these situations could actually happen. And I think that's one of the biggest and best things about Pro Evo this year. The game speed has been down a little bit, and that's actually a pretty good thing because it's easier to see potential passes, runs from the attacking players. And regarding game modes in Pro Evo, I think they are standing more still this year than previously. I think it was 2 years ago they added some new features that they still are using, where FIFA has improved on some of their game modes, including the FIFA Ultimate Team and the career mode. So I think Pro Evo needs to step up the game to next year, to next year's installment, or else they just get left behind.
And this doesn't necessarily have to be a comparison between the two, but I know that you love both games. I saw your reviews. Is both games of a quality that means that even though you might usually buy Pro Evolution or FIFA, you can also buy the other?
I think so. I would definitely play them both. Probably for me, FIFA 13 is just a little ahead of Pro Evo, but Pro Evo has so many features that I like in the game. I'm not the biggest fan of all the game modes, but the core gameplay is just superb. So I would definitely be playing both.